Hi, welcome to Minecraft Survival Skills. We're in the desert in my single user creative test world, and we've done some work in creative mode on the easy early game mob farm, and I've got it to its final version now. I just want to show that off today, and then stick around after that because after that I want to show you what we're going to do for a gunpowder farm. I want to give you a little sneak peek of what we're going to do for the gunpowder farm. So if you haven't seen version 2 or version 3 of this farm right here, I'm going to put some links in the upper right hand corner of the video so you can go watch those. If you want more details on some of how we did this build, the details will be in those videos. So for those of you who've watched it, this killing chamber down here is the same. So we tried to make the farm more efficient and obviously try to, put a little bit better facade on it. But the internal workings of it are pretty much the same. Magma to kill the mobs. They get flushed off the platform up there, down onto these magma cubes where they drop their stuff. And then this minecart circles around underneath the magma and pulls the goodies into this chest for us. And then these stairs are just here just to make absolutely sure that nothing's going to spawn down here. These are all bottom slabs, so nothing's going to spawn on those. I didn't know whether things can spawn on the top of a chest or not, so I just wanted to make sure that nothing spawns there. So I put these two upside down stairs here just to finish the job. And you can see also that the mob farm part of it is all cobble, and you should not have any explosions unless you walk up here and stare at a creeper. You're not going to have any explosions in this farm, but I made it out of cobble just in case something happens, so that it minimizes the damage, that part. And then I put a nice sandstone front on it for looks. Okay, but the inside where the mobs are all walking around and the creepers are is kind of a bunker. And I left this cobble in like up front here. This is all here because there are creepers in there, and then this is left here just so that it all looks normal. It wouldn't do good to put sandstone here and cobble over there, so I just left it all cobble. Okay, so coming around the back here, we've got now for maximum efficiency, it's not cheap. It's not as cheap. These aren't that expensive. But we've got 16 dispensers. We only had 3 in the version 3 of the farm. We've got 16 dispensers, and then I changed the pad arrangements inside so that we get a full flush of the floor. There are no spots for mobs to hide anymore. They're going to get flushed into the pit if they spawn in there. Same etho timer. So, a couple of hoppers going into each other. You drop some items in the hoppers, and then they'll circulate back and forth. I've got 30 items in there. That's about 10 seconds worth. And they'll circulate, and they'll cause this redstone block to be pushed back and forth by these sticky pistons every 10 seconds. When that block moves, that observer is going to see it. It's going to give out a pulse that's going to fire the dispensers. And then I've got these lockouts right here. So this right now has it locked out, and actually it's not locked out. That's turned off. If I want to lock it in the dry condition, I will turn this on. I've got it locked in the flooded condition. So I've got this is turned on, and if you look inside, you'll see that the pads are flooded. And I also put a lighting system in so that it's redstone lighting. I can turn lights off and on in there. So let's leave them on. And let's unflood it so that we can go inside and we'll take a look at the pads. Because we made most of the efficiency changes. One is the dispensers, and then the others are in here. So if you look in here, we've got the pads that you're familiar with for spider control. We don't want spiders. This isn't designed to give you spider silk. So I put the pads in to keep spiders from spawning. But notice one difference between this and version 3 is that these pads right here are not in a straight line. I had to move this pad over by 1. I had to offset them by 1 all the way across in order to get the water to flow properly. I don't know why it was working in Realms, but in single user, when I put this pad like right here, no water would flow on these blocks. So I had to move it over by 1. Still no spiders are going to spawn in here. I've tested it. I haven't seen a single spider. So it works. So do your pads like this, regardless of, whether you're in single user realms on a server or whatever. And then you have to test it, run some water and see if it does what you expect. If it doesn't, then experiment and make some changes like I did. I noticed things were standing on top of these pads, so I put glass blocks over them. This is a bottom slab, so the glass block is going to float in the air about a half a block above that bottom slab. Nothing can spawn on that bottom slab still, and nothing can jump up on top of it and stand there. That's good efficiency-wise. I don't want mobs standing around. I want them to get flushed into the pit. Then the way the water runs is if you don't have a pad in front of the dispenser, when the dispenser floods this, it's going to go out 8 blocks. So this is 1 to 7 right here. It's going to go 1 past the edge right here. And you'll see the water just hanging over the edge when the pad is flooded. So any mobs that are in this stream right here are going to get flushed right into the pit. They're not going to be able to stand around on the edge of this trap door. On the others here, we've got this pads in line with the dispensers. That water is going to go out to the very edge of the floor. And if you have a trapdoor here, most mobs will fall in, but some mobs will stand right on the edge of these trapdoors until they despawn or until you come down the ladder and they get active. So if you want maximum AFK efficiency, break these trapdoors out. If you want to come down and work this with your sword and you want the mobs to walk off the edge for you, then put the trapdoors back in. That's how you do that. Let's see. I had to put half slabs right there because I don't want anything spawning over there. I could have filled that wall in, I suppose. I'm not sure why I didn't, but I just put half slabs in there. And the other addition, I think, is just the lighting. I put lighting in here. You don't need that. You can just come in here and put some torches on the walls. But I just was in creative mode. It's easy to do in creative mode, so I did it. And I wanted to see what it would look like. And I kind of like it. So as far as the lighting goes, here's how I did the lighting. On top here, I've got a switch that I can throw right here to turn the lights off and on. And that energizes this block right here. So I put a dot of redstone on there. And then underneath this block right here is going to be a redstone lamp. So this redstone is going to energize this block that's going to turn the lamp on. This block is also, since it's energized, I can pull the signal out of it with a repeater and send that signal over to another row of lights, and then down that row of lights via, block, repeater, redstone, block, repeater, redstone, and just repeat like that and, for all of your lights. And then I come out the other side, go down that way, and then, of course, down the middle with that repeater, down that way. So that's how we're controlling all the lights. Then carpet on top of any full block to keep things from spawning up here. And then I've got glowstone lights up here for looks and to cut down on redstone lag. I want it nice and bright here so that we don't have redstone lighting update causing a bunch of lag for us when we're using when we've got the lights turned on. And then I just put purple carpet on top of the glowstone just for looks, really. I don't think anything can spawn on glowstone, but now for sure nothing's going to spawn on top of the glowstone. This trim here is all bottom slabs, so it's all about, not letting things spawn. Then I put stairs around the edge of this build. If you do upside down stairs, just remember, mobs can spawn on upside down stairs. So put carpet there, and I'm not sure why I don't have a piece of carpet right there. Okay. And so either bottom slabs or carpeted stairs So these are bottom slabs here. I couldn't put carpet on them if I want to, right? See how it floats? So it's mob proof up here. And I think that's it. And then we just did some decorating. I didn't get a chance to do the front here, put some water, some chests and stuff in here, some potted plants, whatnot. You can make this look really nice. The thing I like about this farm is that it fits into uh, your build. So this is going to look really nice right across from our main base in the Realms world. It's a beautiful build, and it's, you know, highly functional. It's very efficient. And I need to finish that detailing right there. So the other thing that makes this version of the farm really good is that we finally put this water elevator in. So first of all, what's going on with these carpets? It's for looks for one, but also look. If you look here, I dug down one, and then I put carpet on the bottom, then I put a piece of carpet on the top. So when a mob walks up here, it thinks that this is like a hole, and it won't walk on this carpet. So I put those 3 out from the front of the farm because I don't want to come out of this thing, come walking up here and look up and see a creeper standing right here and have him blow out the front of my farm. So I gave myself a 3-block barrier, and I suggest that you do this around your house or any build where you're going to go inside and then have to come outside. You don't want things spawning around. You can put a nice rim around your exits and entrances so that mobs won't spawn there. So then coming in, I've carpeted all of this so that we don't have any mobs. And then this water elevator design, I got this worked out so I don't need signs. So you go down 2, put your soul sand in, then you come up 1. So this is coming up 1 here. And then this way, when you put water in here, water source blocks in here, the water is not going to flow out and onto the ground here. When it flows forward, it's going to see a place to go down, and it's just going to go flow down into that hole right there. It sees that as a hole, and that works all the way up as high as you want to go with this column. You of course need glass on the sides, but this is a way of doing a water elevator with no signs. I think it looks, 100% better. So to go up, you just jump in here, get into the bubble stream. It'll take you right up to the top. It's very fast. It's a nice ride. It's somewhat scenic. You can't see a whole lot when you're in here, especially like at night, but it's, beats looking at a blank wall. So here we are at the top, carpeting on the floor, just so that I'm not looking down through the glass. It's kind of a funny feeling not having anything under my feet. So I put carpet on the floor when I do glass buildings like this, and then carpet on top of the chest just for looks, really. It's not really serving any purpose. I could take it off. I just like the way it looks. Then I've got an AFK chest here. So this is where I would put all my armor and diamond gear before I go AFK for an extended period of time. Nothing should be coming up this water elevator because I closed it all off downstairs, as I just showed you. I have done this before. I learned the hard way to do that because I've been AFK overnight more than once, and I've had all kinds of things kill me and lost all my gear. So, I've had skeletons come up these elevators and get me. I've also starved to death. Now, you shouldn't have any problem with starving as long as you're not swinging a sword or something, but just keep in mind if you're in something like, if you're in my trident farm, for example, and you're whacking drowns to get tridents, as long as you're whacking away, oops, I was afraid I was going to hit that, you're using energy, and you can, in those situations, you can starve to death. So you have to find some way to feed yourself. I don't know how you do that, if you got a mod or if you have to just go for shorter periods of time, but keep in mind that you can starve to death while you're AFK. So for, all those reasons, put your stuff in a chest. Have an AFK chest. Put your stuff in the chest, all your goodies, so that if something that you didn't think of takes you out while you're AFK, you don't lose all your gear. Now, you could put a hopper under yourself and have the hopper go into a chest, but I think that's ugly. It's if you can work it into your build and make it look nice, that's fine. You can do that and then just stand on the hopper. If you die, hopefully everything will be pulled into the hopper and go into the chest for you. I prefer to just put it in there myself, plan my AFK, put everything away, and then do my AFK. So from up here you can also see the lighting around the farm. So even though we're up here like 120 blocks above the farm, we could still have a little bit of spawning around the farm. Things spawned further out than I thought. I had to go out like 2 chunks on every side of this farm with light to keep things from spawning, especially where I had changes in elevation, like on the hills and stuff. So you got to light it up well around the base. I didn't have to go underground with the lighting, just on the surface. That's one of the reasons that you build up in the sky like this. Now that I have it all lit up, it's the stuff that spawns is going to spawn in the farm. The mob cap is free, so that's another efficiency tip for the farm. Light it up well, come up here and test it. Take the top off the farm, look in the farm, see what's spawning in there. Look around the farm, see what's spawning around it. Light those areas up. And then when you've got it all the way you want it, then you can put the roof on it. Okay, so now to get down from here, all you have to do is drop down the chute here, and this will pull you out, hop up, and you're ready to go. Look around, make sure there's nothing looking to get you. I'm in creative, I don't have to worry about it, but in survival, take a good look around. So this drop is just water. I went down 2 here and 1 here. Put the water here, it sees a step, flows down the step. It gives me a nice forward flow of the water that pushes me forward when I land, and I can then take a quick look around, and I can run out and go off and do whatever my business is. Like maybe I might want to run inside here. And I don't think I had this thing operational while we're up there, so we're not going to see extra drops, but I could run inside here and check my drops. Okay, I'll pick up my drops. So other than that, a little decorating here, a little decorating here, and I think the farm is complete. So now the teaser is, let me show you that while we sign off. I want you to see what we're building. First of all, we're going to do this platform farm here. This is a Nimbon flesh farm. This is what we're going to do for creepers, but I'm designing it so that you can get anything you want out of it, and then if you want to limit it to creepers, you can. So I did a 10-minute AFK test. So let's take a look in the chest. Anyway, if you like this video, click the like button, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell if you don't want to miss future videos. And then I'll put some links in the upper right-hand corner of this video to the different playlists. I've got a survival skills playlist and a mob farms series that you might be interested in. So we've got two stacks of gunpowder, 2 stacks of arrows, 2 stacks of spider silk, 2 stacks of bones. That's what I got from 10 minutes of AFK. This stuff here, all of this other stuff I got from just running around down here on the ground building things. So I didn't even have to try for this stuff. I wasn't even up at the AFK spot, and this is what I got out of the farm. It's a very efficient farm, and in the next video we're going to build this farm, and I'm going to do it in the Realms world, my Realms world, and in my Realms world I don't have this nice flat desert. My desert has got lots of hills, which I don't like. So I built this farm over the ocean in the Realms world. So in the next video we're going to build that farm over the ocean. So hope you liked the video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.